Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with rising tensions in the Middle East, where Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has voiced support for diplomatic efforts to reduce conflict in the region. In a statement to Iranian media, he emphasized that war is not in anyone's interest and urged all sides to pursue rational and diplomatic solutions. Meanwhile, Speaker of Iran's parliament, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, confirmed that talks with the United States are continuing, but stressed that Tehran remains fully prepared for any possible scenario. He added that while diplomacy is ongoing, Iran is also taking necessary measures to safeguard its national security. In a related development, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bakai has acknowledged Pakistan's role in promoting peace, but expressed deep mistrust toward the United States. Speaking at a news conference, he said Iran has no intention of participating in a second round of talks at this stage, citing concerns over Washington's reliability. Bakai accused the U.S. of undermining diplomacy, violating ceasefire agreements, and carrying out aggressive actions, including a naval blockade and attacks on Iranian vessels. He also stated that Iran has already discussed a 10-point proposal presented in Pakistan and claimed that the Strait of Hormuz had remained secure prior to recent U.S. actions. According to Bakai, Iran has kept Pakistan informed of repeated ceasefire violations and alleged that American operations have targeted civilians and infrastructure while presenting misleading narratives. Turning to Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that the confrontation with Iran is far from over. Speaking in occupied Jerusalem during a meeting with Argentine President Javier Milei, Netanyahu said Israel is effectively in a state of war with Iran, and that new developments could emerge at any moment. At the same time, the United States representative to the United Nations, Mike Waltz, indicated that a fresh round of talks could yield meaningful progress. These statements come as Pakistan continues diplomatic efforts to bring both sides closer to an agreement and help de-escalate the ongoing crisis. Now to the federal capital, where authorities are preparing for the arrival of foreign delegations. Islamabad police has issued an updated traffic plan, announcing major road closures and diversions across key routes. The red zone and extended red zone will remain completely closed, while the expressway from Coral to Zero Point will also be shut. Srinagar Highway may face intermittent closures, and heavy traffic will not be allowed to enter the city from any direction. Residents have been advised to follow designated alternative routes. For more on this, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Authorities in Islamabad are implementing heightened security and traffic measures ahead of high-level diplomatic engagements expected in the coming days. The comprehensive traffic plan aims to ensure smooth movement for official delegations while minimizing risks in sensitive areas. Police have increased deployments across major entry and exit points, and transporters have been strongly advised to avoid routes leading into the capital. Residents are being guided through alternative corridors to reduce congestion and disruption. Officials say these steps are essential to maintain both security and order during this critical period.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update. In economic news, global oil prices have rebounded sharply amid renewed uncertainty in the Middle East. The surge follows reports that Iran briefly closed the Strait of Hormuz after earlier indications it would reopen the vital shipping route. Benchmark crude prices, including West Texas Intermediate and Brent crude, climbed significantly after previously falling by as much as 11%. Market sentiment has remained volatile, with hopes of a possible agreement supporting global equities, even as Iran signaled it may not participate in upcoming peace talks. Tensions intensified further after reports that a U.S. Navy destroyer seized an Iranian vessel, prompting warnings of retaliation from Tehran. Meanwhile, Israel's military has issued a warning to Lebanese civilians, advising them not to return to dozens of villages in southern Lebanon. Military spokesperson Colonel Avichai Adrei said Hezbollah continues activities that violate a recently agreed ceasefire. He stated that Israeli forces remain deployed in what he described as a defensive zone and urged residents not to cross south of the forward defense line until further notice, citing safety concerns. Finally, Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has met with U.S. Ambassador Natalie Baker at the United States Embassy in Islamabad. During the meeting, both sides bilateral relations and the evolving regional situation. They also reviewed security arrangements for the upcoming second round of negotiations expected in the capital. The U.S. ambassador appreciated Pakistan's diplomatic efforts to ease tensions, while Mohsin Naqvi highlighted enhanced security measures and special arrangements for visiting delegations. He expressed optimism about the successful outcome of the talks. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.